Hit record. I'll post this later. So you guys know, Bryce and Grayson, you guys are both supposed to be here tomorrow, not today. But I guess if you leave, it'll just be one of us left. So whatever. So I guess hang out if you want for today. So I guess the kind of the deal is this is going to be a weird, oddball year. That goes without saying. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time this year learning a lot more theory stuff. We're gonna try to keep it interesting. I have a GoPro, so when we get in the shop doing stuff, when I get in the shop doing stuff, I'll have my GoPro on. I will try to have a lot of interactive stuff as much as possible. And so we'll kind of go from there. What I'd like to do this year is set you guys up for, so hopefully in the future when you get to do Auto 2, you come in and although you don't have a ton of experience with the actual tools, you will have a lot more experience and knowledge so that the tool piece will go a lot faster. That's my plan. That's what I hope. We'll see how that all plays out. So just so you know, Tuesdays, or you guys will do Mondays and Wednesdays. On a normal Tuesdays and Thursdays, there will be an assignment for you to do when you're not in class. Probably going to be 2 full assignments every week. Not exactly sure how it's going to play out because it's kind of weird in that like the people who are in the other cohort won't get the material ahead of time, so it'll be strange. So the first one of the week, we'll probably bring in material from the previous week. That's kind of my plan, and then maybe some stuff you'll have to actually read and research yourself a little bit. There will be some readings from our textbook. I'll post those online as we go, but it won't be a lot of that, but there'll be some I expect you to do on your own. Right off the bat, we're going to spend a lot of time on safety. So normally we would spend quite a few weeks doing safety. We're going to do the same thing in this class online. So that's not something that's going to change a ton. Wanted you to be safe around, for instance, we have a ton of chemicals in the shop. We're talking about fire safety and that sort of thing. We have a program that should be live again today, which I'll be sending you all links to. And you'll have an account on that, and you'll have to go through and do some training on that as well. Ordinarily, if we were on campus, the fire department would come out and you get to practice running a fire extinguisher and some things of that nature. So I guess we won't get to do that in person this year, but that's life. Then once we get past some of the safety stuff, then we're going to get into we're going to get into small, 4-stroke theory. That is how an engine works, period. We're going to tear down some small engines. I'll tear down and rebuild a small engine for you. We'll talk about them as we go. We'll talk about some symptoms. And then we'll look at a bigger engine. Then later in the class period, we'll tear another one of those bigger ones down and then put it back together and make sure that it runs and everything. So that's kind of my plan on that. We'll talk about carburation a lot. So there's going to be quite a bit of, you'll see as we go along, there'll be some math and science that pops up, chemistry, physics. All these things that pop up, and we'll talk about that as we go along. Everything we learn this year you'll be able to apply going forward. So we'll be talking about it in Auto 2, and you're working on, we do in Auto 2 we do a ton of brakes, oil changes. We do, come on Jay, they do a lot more running the lifts, tires, wheels, balancing. I'm just having a brain fart right now. Anyway, a bunch of that good stuff, and then we actually bring in customers' cars at that point for them. And then in a normal year, and then in Auto 3-4, they actually continue learning at a higher level, and then we actually do work on customers' cars again in a normal year. This year, I'm going to spend most of the year. We get donations every year, so I'm going to spend a lot of this year cleaning out the donations, getting them pared down up to like 40 some cars in the parking lot right now. So try to pare those down and make some more money. The money that we make from that, we put back into the program to buy better tools as we go along. So that's kind of where we're at on that end of things. So it's supposed to be 10 of you in this class. Looks like 2 of you belong in this class. So that's cool. I'm not sure where the rest of them are. Probably having trouble signing in or whatever. And I'll probably have a million emails when we're done with this little deal here. But I guess life goes on. Again, every week there's going to be, and then on Friday there will be either a video and or an assignment. I haven't decided, from week to week it'll change. And so every day there'll be something for you to do. And so that's because we have to cover the entire year's worth of material in a semester. I don't intend to keep you more than about probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour on the Zoom sessions. I get really tired of talking to myself on this goofy thing. And God knows I've been in enough of these dumb things already this year listening to people. So I don't tend to bore you with that. In class, I can move around. On this thing, I feel tied down. I can't like get up and wander around and scream and holler. I feel just bored. So it's not the usual me, but that's how life goes. So I guess I'll go ahead and introduce myself now at this point. So Mr. Groom is the name. Been here 23 years now. Used to teach math and physics. And I got the chance to come out and take over the auto program a couple years ago. Grew up farming, do a lot of mechanical work myself. So I enjoy doing that. If you've not been on the Canvas yet, I want to pop that up real quick. Just gonna make sure everyone's comfortable with where in the Sam Hill did my Canvas go? Ah, all right, not that. So I want it to be easy for you guys to run into this deal and look around on it. For the God's sakes, Jay. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll show that later. I don't know. I had my other computer out last night, and apparently this one's not safe. So what we'll end up doing on that is on the canvases, I will try to keep everything really straightforward in terms of how it all works. So it'll be modules, it'll be on the main page, and it'll be week 1. So everything in week 1, make sure you do it. What do I have to do this week? Everything in week 1, that's what you have to do this week. Well, what do I have to do in week 2? Literally everything that's in week 2, okay? And if there's any question, like, I'm not sure what to do, just figure it out. It's week 1, it's week 2. It's not rocket surgery. So this is what it'll look like pretty much every week. Here's week 1. I'm gonna move the Zoom link out into its own module. It'll be the same Zoom link every time. That's what I'm gonna plan on doing anyways. For you guys, this is what it should look like. Give it to me. Yeah, it should look like this for you guys. There'll be, whenever I make an announcement, it'll show up over here, okay? Make sure you read those. So for instance, today just tells you, make sure you show up, in the A cohort and the B cohort, which apparently some of you didn't read that part, but whatever. So make sure you read those. I have made it so that it's only these tabs over here show up. But in reality, if you just click on the home page, everything's going to be here. Just going to be week 1, then it'll be week 2, week 3, week 18 down the list here. So I keep it as simple as I can. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put week 2 on top of week 1 and then week 3 on top of that. So the newest material will always be at the top. So it's easier for you to find. You don't have to go farting around looking for it, okay? The links to the assignments will be in the module for the week 1 or the week 2. All of them will be in here. But if you ever, like, I can't find the assignment, then you can click on assignments and this is where they'll be. Or I can't find the discussions. Well, they're right here under discussions, okay? The grades isn't set up yet, but when I get it set up, you click on the grades tab and you can see your grades as we go along. Theoretically, they're supposed to paste into Synergy, so you can see them on Student View. I don't know how that's all gonna work. Okay, I just work here. So that's kind of how I'm gonna have it set up. Some people are going crazy on their Zoom, on their Canvas. I don't think that's a smart idea. So everything is in week 1. And again, when I'm not done with week 1, I'm gonna add one more assignment here at the end. When it's here, if you've done it all, then you're done for the week. You don't need to ask, or your mom doesn't know what you need. Look, I did everything on week 1, Mom, I'm done. Okay, that's all there is to it. So I will make sure there's a link for every assignment and it'll all be posted there, so you don't have to go looking for them. Okay, unless something stupid happens and the machine eats it for us. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. Oh, well, yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. In a real year, at the end of your 4-year career at the high school, you could get some credit for PCC for some automotive classes. That'll still be true not this year, but in the future. So when you're a senior and a junior, we'll talk about getting you guys credits, credits that'll transfer if you went to the automotive program or any other automotive program. Some of them times it won't transfer to another one, like say I want to go to Wyotech or something. Their electrical programs may not take PCC's electrical that you learned here. That's fine. If it doesn't, you could still test out of the class or at least get a really easy A out of the deal. So we have always done that from year to year to year. We change in terms of like how how much stuff we actually offer. And PCC is getting kind of weird about it in some respects. So what I'm going to really concentrate on for the next 3 or 4 years that you're in high school will be engine repair, brakes, and electrical. Those are the 3 I'm going to really focus on. And again, even if you went to another school, and let's say in the future to become a mechanic, and they didn't take those, you would feel really good and confident taking those classes and have a lot of good success with them. Okay. Cool. So, Case, tell me about yourself, man. Now you're supposed to be in this class, yes? You're in my.
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna mark you here. Excellent. Go ahead. Tell me about yourself.
My name's Case Man. I'm 15. I was born in February, and
Me too.
yeah, really?
Yeah. What day?
19.
No. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
And I like playing video games.
Gotcha. I like it. Grayson, tell us about yourself. If you can.
My name's Grayson. I like playing baseball. I'm a sophomore this year. Thought I'd do auto tech because it seems cool. I should have done it last year, but yeah.
That's good. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
How about you, Bryce?
My name's Bryce. I play sports and I'm born in March. And I thought it'd be cool to take this class.
Nice. Fernando?
Hi.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm Fernando, and I was born on February 6th.
Cool.
And I like to play games and do my work.
Nice. Good deal. Glad to have you. How about you, Gabriel? Oh, and if you want to be called something other than your first name, that's cool. Let me know. All right. My first name's John. No one calls me that. So if you want to be called by something else, let me know. Go ahead, Gabriel. Tell us about yourself. Are you there, Gabriel? I think he turned his camera. He turned his thing on and went back to sleep. I'm right there with you, pal. Okay. Gabriel, are you awake? Hello. Okay. Turns out that a couple of you. So we know that Grayson and Bryce should be back tomorrow. And Gabriel, I think you need to be back tomorrow as well, because I don't see you on my A cohort. Okay. So make sure that you show back up normally on your Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. Go ahead, Gabriel. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Gabriel, and
you gotta look at the camera. Just tell them you want to do mechanics.
I want to learn mechanics so I can fix my truck.
Nice. What kind of truck you got?
What is it?
You have a 77 Chevy Turbo 400.
Nice. I like it. Sounds fun, buddy.
Short box, square body.
Nice. Yeah. Classic, babe, right there, I'll tell you. Yep. I'm a big fan of those. Good. Well, I'm glad to have you too. All right. So when we get off today, off of this machine, off of this session, there is a discussion to do. This week's supposed to be a soft start because we expected a lot of people not to show up properly, not to be able to get logged in. I mean, I can only imagine how many we can't log in passwords and whatever are happening right now down at the office. So that's to be expected. So glad you all got here. Go on, get on the Canvas today. Make sure you go ahead and answer that question, the discussion question, post it up. You should have access to everybody else's as far as reading them. That's fine. You don't need to respond to any of them. From time to time, I will do a deal where I have 2 or 3 of you will have a discussion amongst yourselves. That'll be rare, but once in a while we'll do that. It won't be a discussion. It'll just be more of a collaboration of a thing. And we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that when the time comes, but not right now. But in general, I just, say hi, answer the questions that I put up about yourself. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. Later, probably tomorrow, I'll put up Friday's assignment. And again, it will be fairly straightforward, not going to kill you at all. So then on Monday, when we get going again for real, that'll be like their first real day. And I expect, everyone's probably going to have logged in by that point and be ready to go. Then we can get going, and we'll actually start covering some real material on Monday. We'll do a little bit on Friday. Like it'll be a reading and some stuff, but it won't be terribly, won't be terribly much, just in case people are getting lost on the login bit. Okay. Any questions at all? I will try to keep your grades up to date as much as possible. And like I say, there'll probably be at least 2 assignments a week. And so whenever I grade, I put them right in the grade book. I cannot stand people that put them in a different grade book and then don't post them online. So if I've graded it, it's in the grade book. If you don't see it show up, you ask me, let me know, and we'll go from there. A lot of our assignments will be turned in. You can either do them on a Google document and then you'll turn them in that way. And I'll show you more about that as we go along, or a Word document or whatever. Or some of them you can write on paper and turn them in that way as well. And then I'll make annotations on them. So like, no, this isn't right, because no, it's more like this, so that you can get some feedback from it. It won't just be marked wrong. And we'll do some more examples of that. Probably next week, I'll probably give you an example of what that's going to look like. How do you go find it? How you go find the feedback, and then, so that you can actually read it. Some people will see on Canvas. I've done Canvas for 3 or 4 years now, and people are like, I couldn't find the feedback. So I'll make sure that you know where to find it, and then you can see what you did wrong, and then you fix it on the next one, okay? So especially in a math class, that's going to be a big deal, obviously, because you're going to be using those same things going forward. It's important in here as well, but like, when I used to teach math, it's such a big deal to see what you did wrong. It's not important to see that you got -5. It's kind of like, well, why did I miss these ones, okay? And so make sure we do that. I know a lot of the teachers are already talking about that. So make sure that you read that. That's going to be huge, the feedback piece. If we were in class, I always put them in an out basket in the back of the room, and you can go look and see. I will say this: if you turn something in that's kind of late, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up on that. If you turn it in my inbox here, I see it in the inbox on this stack of papers, and it's annoying. So I sit down and grade them because it makes me mad. But when they're in electronic folders, I don't have to look at them every day. I don't see them just walking by them. And so sometimes I forget that they're there. So a gentle reminder, hey, look, I turned this in like 3 weeks late, Mr. Groom. Could you grade it? Oh, yeah, sorry, let me get on that. Okay, so just be aware of that. From time to time, it's going to be a situation where that'll happen. You'll turn something in a little late, and I just won't see it. And so just a simple reminder once in a while to make sure I get it done, and then I'll get on it. Okay. Unless you guys have any questions, that's about all I wanted to say today. I think today is just primarily say hi, kind of tell you how things are going to get set up. Next week, I will get on my GoPro and we'll do a live session. Apparently you can't do GoPro in Zoom. I'm not really sure why, but apparently you can't. So I'll probably send you a link to a YouTube live stream. And so what I'll probably do is walk around the shop, kind of give you a tour of the place with my GoPro on one day next week. Or it might be on a Friday where I might do it and just put it up on YouTube, and then you guys can watch it. We'll see. But try to do something a little bit more to get you out of the classroom. So kind of try to do a blend of both as much as possible. Yeah. Questions, comments?
If I'm in cohort B, am I in cohort B for every class?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm in the wrong class.
Yeah. Well, it's
okay.
not a big deal. Just be aware of that. So if you look on your schedule, I think it should say, like, did it say period 11 on it or something like that?
Let me check.
Because the way I see you guys is if you're in you're in period 11, and if you're in period 1, you're in cohort.
Yeah.
Does it say period 11?
Yeah, it says period 11.
And then the next one, it says like period 21 for your next class or something, I think.
It says period 12.
12. Yeah, so you're in cohort B.
Okay. All right.
So you do Tuesday, Thursdays, and you as well, Bryce, I think, right? So you guys, you're the Tuesday, Thursday crowd.
All right.
Got it.
Perfect. Yeah, no biggie. You don't need to show up tomorrow if you don't want to, but that's cool. Just show up and maybe just pop in and say hey, and then you don't have to stay or whatever.
Sounds good.
Okie doke. All right. Well, you guys have a good day, and that's the thing too. I'm gonna record all these videos, and in the future, I forgot what I forgot to do, and I should have done. And tomorrow I will do for sure. And from now on, I'll record them on the cloud, quote unquote, and so I'll just post the link to them. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. So if you miss class, you can just come and see what we did. Darn it. Well, I saved this one to the computer, which is not the end of the world. I'll have to just put it up to YouTube, I guess. But I'll put a link during the week. I'll put a link to them, and I guess there'll be 4 links. So it'll be like Monday, Tuesday. You know, they'll be on there by date. So like if you miss, so you obviously if you're in the B cohort, don't have to watch A cohort's videos. That's ridiculous. Okay, and you don't have to watch any of the videos for the. It'll say like November or September 16th video class video. If you were in class, don't watch the video. That's stupid. Okay, it's just a matter of if you missed class, it'll be there for your benefit. Okay, so that's kind of how I'm going to attack that. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll play it by ear. I may. This time I actually recorded to the computers, which means I'm gonna have to put it on YouTube, which is fine. It's one more step. I think in the future I'll just I'll just record to the cloud, and then I'll just put the link to the cloud from there. It works just fine either way for you guys. But I'll just have a link. It'll just say whatever dates class was. Again, don't watch it if you were in class. It's just gonna be there in case you missed class. Okay. All righty. Well, we'll see you guys on Monday. Again, check the Canvas. It'll be later today or tomorrow. I'll have Friday's assignment up for you, and you'll see it. It'll just say, it'll probably just say November or September 18 assignment or something like that, and then get after it. Okay. All right. See you guys later. Oh, and Jordan, glad you made it. I just saw you pop in. Jordan, you're Nathan's brother, is that right? You with me, Jordan? Jordan?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, buddy. Well, glad you're here. We're basically done. I'm going to post the video of what we did in class. It really wasn't much. Saying hi, kind of seeing how the Canvas is going to be set up. And I'm just going to walk you through some of that. If you want to, you can come to tomorrow's class if you want and kind of see it live again. Otherwise, you can watch the video when I get it posted later today, whatever makes you happy, okay? And then Friday, there'll be a video, or not video, there'll be a lesson for you to do on Friday for everyone. Okay? All right. See y'all later.